Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Friday, February the 5th, 2016, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Mabel Neiman, 91, of Muleshoe, died Thursday here in Muleshoe. The graveside funeral services for Mabel Neiman will be held Monday afternoon at 1 in the Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. She was born Mabel Reynolds on February 24th, 1924 in Lone Wolf, Oklahoma. Mabel married Marvin Neiman in Lamesa on August the 19th, 1942. They moved to Muleshoe from New Home in Lynn County in 1948. Mabel Neiman was a homemaker, and she was preceded in death by her husband, Marvin, also her parents, and a brother, Travis Reynolds. Mabel Neiman is survived by her son, George Neiman, and his wife, Diane, of Muleshoe, her sister, Ardella Lane, of St. George, Utah, 3 grandchildren, Shannon McMahon and her husband Mark, Deborah Haley and Craig Williams, and Sean Neiman. Her step-grandson is Charles Regal. 5 great-grandchildren, Melissa and Trent Hess, Chris and Derek Haley, Joshua Jordan and Ethan Neiman. 2 step-great-grandchildren, Justin and Hunter Regal, and 2 great-great-grandchildren are Mackenzie Greason and Aubrey Hess. Please remember all of the family of Mabel Neiman in your prayers, please. The family asks that memorials be sent to Muleshoe Meals on Wheels Incorporated at the courthouse here in Muleshoe, 300 South 1st Street, or to the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, Box 292, and Muleshoe's zip code is 79347. You can also go online to send sympathy messages to the Neiman family at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, Mabel Neiman was 91 years of age when she died on Thursday here in Muleshoe. The graveside funeral services for Mrs. Neiman will be Monday afternoon at 1 o'clock in the Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. A celebration of Georgia Pena's life will be held Saturday morning at 10:30 in the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, where she worshiped faithfully for many, many years. Her pastor, the Reverend Mindy McClanahan, will officiate. Georgia Pena was 84 years of age when she died Tuesday afternoon, January 26, at her home here. She was a beloved Muleshoe educator, and for 25 years she was the Muleshoe ISD Director of Federal Programs. The family suggests memorials be sent to Most Scholarship Fund at the Muleshoe Schools, 514 West Avenue G, or to the First United Methodist Church Rock Program for Children, Box 505 in Muleshoe. You can leave sympathy messages for the family of Georgia Pena at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. I have just learned that Allie Spurge, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, died last year. Mrs. Burge was a teller for many years at the Muleshoe State Bank, along with Mary Moore, Cosette Blackwood, and Little One Jones. Mrs. Burge moved from Muleshoe to Lubbock with her husband Alvin, who is now deceased. She reared her 3 children here in Muleshoe, 2 daughters and 1 son. Funeral services were held in Lubbock for Alice Burge. One of her daughters is Carolyn Shepherd, who lives near Lake Buchanan. And now, 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. The high in Muleshoe was on Thursday 50 degrees, and the low was a cold 9 degrees. On Friday morning at 7 o'clock, it was only 17 degrees. And now a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area. Whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world, security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Looking at the weather forecast for the Muleshoe area, mostly sunny today on Friday with the high near 45 degrees. Breezy afternoon with the north wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour this afternoon. Winds can gust as high as 35 miles per hour. Mostly clear, low around 19. North winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, becoming north-northwest 10 to 15 miles per hour after midnight. Winds can gust as high as 30 miles per hour tonight. Sunny with the high near 60, so much warmer on Saturday for the weekend. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour Saturday afternoon. Winds can gust as high as 30 miles per hour. Mostly clear Saturday night, low around 28. Sunny on Sunday, high near 57 for the Super Bowl. Northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming northeast in the afternoon. Mostly clear Sunday night, low around 22. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then Monday to kick off next week, sunny, high near 57 degrees. West-northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear Monday night, low around 27. Sunny on Tuesday, high near 68. Tuesday night, clear, low around 31. Repeating our forecast for this Friday in the Muleshoe area, mostly sunny and breezy this afternoon, high near 45. Wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour this afternoon, and the wind continues tonight with a mostly clear evening, low around 19. North wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Overnight, Saturday, sunny, high near 60 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing during the afternoon. Winds can gust as high as 30 miles per hour again. Then Saturday night, calmer, mostly clear, low around 28. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, has presented to you this edition of the weather.
Last week, our son, Grayson Reynolds, was visiting here in Muleshoe, and he went home on early Monday morning trying to get ahead of that snow that was moving in to northern New Mexico. He lives at Dixon, which is actually near Taos. And he said on Thursday morning it was 4 degrees and the river was completely frozen. I would be frozen too, wouldn't you, at 4 degrees? So our 9 degrees was warm. Meet your neighbor is brought to you by United Supermarket, and we're introducing you right now to the new executive director at the Parkview Nursing Care Center, Joe Yatsis. And I hope that you will be sure and enjoy listening to that Meet Your Neighbor program now online as well as on the air. Muleshoe Mules on the 3A Division I Padilla Coaches Poll All-State Football Team for 2015 are Danny Campus on the first team as a quarterback. And then on the second team, Jackson Lee, offensive lineman, Jason Flores, wide receiver, and Dagan Dunham, defensive end. Congratulations to all four of these Muleshoe Mule football players being named to the 3A Division I Padilla Coaches Poll All-State Football Team for 2015. Danny Campus, first team, and second team, Jackson Lee, Jason Flores, and Dagan Dunham. The Muleshoe Mules JV and varsity and Lady Mules JV and varsity basketball teams will be traveling to Freona on Friday night. The first games are the JV games at 5. Then at 6:30, the Squaws and the Lady Mules will play. At 8 o'clock, it'll be the Mules and the Chieftains at Freona. And all of this is district action. On Saturday, Muleshoe High School speech and debate students will be going to the Amarillo Tascosa speech and debate tournament there. Stay tuned. We have some interesting flashbacks from the blizzard of 1956 to compare them to the blizzard of Christmas 2015. So stay tuned for that.
Chips are delicious. Have you been wasting time looking for a good meal? Well, go to Liao's Mexican Restaurant in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard and try the Irma's Special. If you are under 12, try the grilled cheese. You know Liao's in Muleshoe is the original Liao's Mexican restaurant. I highly recommend it. 5 generations of our family have eaten at Liao's. What did you say, Isla? Chips are delicious.
And this edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by Liao's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where being the boss just got easier as a business owner. Everyday details can take up so much of your time. The First Bank Business Check Card has 7 built-in benefits to help manage tasks so you can spend more time doing what you love, running your business. Work smart, worry less. For more information about the First Bank MasterCard Business Check Card and all of its benefits, call 806-272-4515 or go by 202 South First Street right here in Muleshoe, Texas. The First Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The Muleshoe City Council will meet in regular session on Monday evening at 5:30 at the council chambers in City Hall. And among the items on the agenda will be receiving an audit report from Randall Field. Consider recommendations from the Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation to continue services with Retail Coach. Also consider a stop sign ordinance and a resolution for application for criminal justice grant. They will consider also a request and receipts from the Muleshoe Rotary Club for reimbursement of the 2015 Labor Day roping from motel and hotel tax funds. The Muleshoe City Council will also receive Muleshoe Police Department 2015 Annual Contact Data Report, an election services contract for the Muleshoe Independent School District and the Muleshoe Area Hospital District both. They will order the city's general election to be held May the 7th. order the city special election to be held May the 7th also for the reauthorization of the local sales and use tax in the city of Muleshoe at the rate of 1/4% to continue providing revenue for maintenance and repair of municipal streets. The tax expires on the 4th anniversary of the date of this election unless the imposition of the tax is reauthorized. In administrative reports, the city held a wellness clinic for 35 employees and their dependents on February the 3rd. Also, plans are being made for a work session for the city staff and city council members to look at future prospective projects. The council will also thank the Muleshoe Public Works Department, all first responders, including our Muleshoe Police Department, Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department, and others who participated and helped with the work during the Goliath storm. And thinking of the storm blizzard of Goliath, I always think back when I was in junior high school here in Muleshoe, and it was February 1956, and we did have a giant blizzard. Now, here in Muleshoe, officially on the Goliath in December, we got 7.5 inches of snow, but we got 10.5 inches of snow from the blizzard of February of 1956. I shall never forget it. Muleshoe schools were dismissed for an entire week, and at least 20 fatalities were attributed to that blizzard throughout the South Plains and the Texas Panhandle both. This storm started on the first day of February 1956, and in the area, the heaviest snow fell at Hale Center, where they got 33 inches of snow. Plainview nearby got 30 inches, and over at Hereford, 26.5 inches of snow fell. But going down to Paducah, they only got 5 inches, and Guthrie almost 4 inches, and Childress nearly 4 inches too. But most of the South Plains really got the strong blizzard. In Lubbock, there was nearly 15 inches of snow. This storm consisted actually of 2 separate rounds of snow over the course of 4 days. The first round was a steady and a light snow for about 2 days. The second round produced the heaviest snow accumulations and most crippling of the impacts. Blizzard conditions occurred for approximately 36 hours from February the 2nd through the 4th of 1956. And I thought this was really interesting. Some grocery stores ran out of bread and milk, particularly at Levelland, Hale Center, and Oldham. Snow drifts up to the eaves of homes, and that was, the snow drifts were just absolutely taller than most people right here in Muleshoe, because the wind was very, very strong. Travel was impossible, and countless vehicles littered roads after being abandoned in the snow drifts. The National Guard was activated, and also I thought this was another interesting thing. Federal assistance was delivered to ranchers and cattle farmers as thousands of cattle and dairy cows went without food for up to 5 days. This assistance arrived in the form of a program named Operation Haylift, which began in the winter of 48-49, following the loss of nearly 1 million head of sheep and cattle from Nevada to Nebraska after a string of epic blizzards. In the days that followed in February 56, Blizzard U.S. Air Force cargo planes were seen dropping hay bales from the Texas Panhandle south to the northern South Plains to give area cattle some chance of survival. The program was ended in the following years, following criticism over the use of the federal funding. Now, radio stations, including right here in Muleshoe, our station KMUL, would tell the men and women living in the country what to do if they needed help. They would mark in the snow a huge X, and that meant that the farmer needed fuel. And he would also put a huge F if he needed food, and a D meant he needed a doctor. And I remember Jim Young telling us that he remembered so well that blizzard of 1956, and he said that he would get on his horse and go over to the Eddie Bean grocery store in Needmore to bring home what little he could carry on the horse back for his mother. And also, I remember there was a lady out in that Needmore area who needed to come in to have a baby at our West Plains hospital. And when she went into labor, they put her on a tractor because that's the only way they could get into town. And someone else said, and remember, tractors were not like they are today, and neither were cars either. And Jack, who I didn't know at the time, my late husband, was here in Muleshoe visiting his grandfather and his aunts, and he was on leave from the U.S. Air Force, and he couldn't get back to report for duty because of the snow. The Bailey County Commissioners Court will meet in regular session in the Bailey County Courthouse on Monday morning at 10. And among the items on the agenda will be consider approving resolution for the sheriff to apply for a criminal grant for an all-weather police emergency response, and also to apply for a criminal justice grant for 4 patrol car video cameras. Kevin Baez will present for approval of the court an extended warranty for a 2014 Ford ambulance. They will set holidays for the new year for county employees. Justin Surratt with McKinstry will present to the court courthouse improvement funding. Sheriff will also present racial profiling report, and they will consider and approve LEC employees to reinstate cap on sick leave, which is $240, vacation $200, holiday $200, and that became effective on January the 11th, according to Bailey County Judge Sherry Harrison. Be sure and save this date for the Bailey County Relay for Life. It will be Friday, June the 3rd from 6 until midnight at the Bailey County Coliseum. If you need more information about the Relay for Life in Bailey County, you can call Madison Bammer at 806-224 5363. Join them for team competitions, lip sync, entertainment, games, contests, food, and fun to raise money for the American Cancer Society. You can also go and register online to participate at relayforlife.org/Bailey County or Bailey COTX. And they also have a Relay for Life Bailey County Facebook page as well. For information for teams, contact Adina Lint at 806-946-8045. And all survivors, they want you to participate in the Relay for Life too. And Dana Hevington is in charge of that. And her number is 806-946-7592. And this again is on June the 3rd from 6 to midnight at the Bailey County Coliseum to raise money for the American Cancer Society. The Muleshoe Independent School District Board of Trustees meet Monday night at 7 at the school administration office, and they will discuss a tax swap and consider contract with the city of Muleshoe for their election to be held May the 7th for 2 at-large school board members. The school board will review food service budget with Southwest Food Excellence, consider budget amendment 1, finalize evaluation of the new superintendent R.L. Richards, and consider administrative contracts, consider personnel, and accept resignations. You are invited to a shower honoring the Jeremy and Patty Partain family who lost their home and all of their belongings January the 3rd in a fire out on Highway 303 between Muleshoe and Earth. They have 3 daughters, Natalie, Courtney, and Lindy. And there will be a money tree, and also gift cards are welcome. This shower is Sunday afternoon, 4:30 to 6 at the Earth Church of Christ, located at 506 East Main in Earth. And by the way, that is right there on U.S. Highway 70. For more information, you can call Paula Vaughn at 806-638-6534 or Trey Weldon at 806-638-2042. And Patty Partain would like very much to have recipes. I know she really is a good cook, and therefore she lost all of her recipes. So bring a recipe to the shower for Patty Partain. And remember this family in your prayers as well. We'll be back with more Muletrain in a moment.
The swing bed program is available now at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call today for more information about the swing bed program, 806-272-4524, the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, right here in Muleshoe. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and your headquarters is Fry & Cox right here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street. They have great gifts, including Circle E candles, including their metal candle holders, electric tart burners, and more in the Circle E candles from Fredericksburg, Texas. Art Hearts by Demdeco, wooden art decor, picture frames, metal art, signs, and much, much more. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Also looking for something for him, they have a Char-Broil 4-burner gas grill, Traeger grill and smoker, and the Weber Black Kettle Grill at Fry & Cox here in Muleshoe. Don't forget at Frying Cox is your headquarters for Forney Welding Tools and Accessory, along with their soldering supplies for electrical, plumbing, and general purpose. They have a Miller Bobcat welder generator, all at Frying Cox, 401 South 1st Street, 806-272-4511.
I might tell you that you can go to the National Weather Service Facebook page out of Lubbock and get a lot more information about that historic blizzard of February 1956. And I noticed one thing that was really interesting. There's a lot of pictures you'll enjoy seeing. And also, if you were living during that period, it'll bring back some really vivid memories to all of us. A AP reporter flew over the Texas South Plains after the blizzard and reported a lonesome freight train chugged into Plainview at a snail pace, and a lone farmer fed a bunched up herd of about 100 head of cattle, and these were the only two signs of life that she saw. Congratulations to the Muleshoe High School powerlifting team. Last Saturday in Dimmitt, the boys won second overall as a team, and Eric Vela placed first. Cesar Oliveira and Evan Paez and Mickey Lozano all placed second. Fourth, Justin Carrion. Sixth, Ryan Rodriguez. And in the girls' division, Noah Rojas was fourth and Haley Hunt fifth at Dimmitt at the powerlifting contest. On our prayer list, remember Jerry Savuto and her husband Bill and their family. She is in MD Anderson Hospital, where she has an appointment this weekend. Jerry Savuto's cancer has returned. Pat Prater, Judy Griswold, Jean Paul Jorman and his wife Corlin and their family, 10-year-old Hannah Simmons, 1-year-old Reed Miracle, 2-year-old Eliza Dodd, Romero Leal, Zora Reynolds are all in our prayers. We're glad to report that Robbie Claiborne is home here in Muleshoe from Covenant Women's and Children's Hospital in Lubbock. I got to see Phyllis Angley at the Parkview Nursing Care Center. Phyllis is now at the Parkview, and so is Evelyn Ellington, and Laverne Smire just looked beautiful down at the Parkview where she was registering the guests. Also on our prayer list, remember all the residents at the Parkview, and Chad Bell, Mary Jo Burge, Bob and Nina Landers, Dorothy Turner. Mary Moore is now back at home with her husband Wiltsey, and Suzanne Nichols, Flo Jones, Doyle and Leela Sue King, Kelsey Biggs on a mission trip in Greece, Lavinia Garlington. Eddie Alvarado is also home after surgery. Janie Carpenter. And remember these families. The family of Jesse Lee Gladden, 94, of Martin. The mother of Alvin Gladden of Muleshoe, Jim Hale, 90, of Muleshoe, Rosemary Rangel, 62, of Muleshoe, Delbert Sprayberry, 88, of Earth, formerly of Muleshoe, Mark Foster of Atchison, Kansas, formerly of Lasbody, Pamela Miller, 66, of Muleshoe, and Nelda Gatewood, 76 of Hamilton, formerly of Muleshoe. She attended Muleshoe High School and married Engel Gatewood here in 1958 in Muleshoe. I noticed in her obituary something very inspiring. While residing in Hamilton for 20 years, she was passionate about the prison ministry. To get people's attention, Nelda Gatewood would often say to someone she just got out of prison as a way to talk to them about the importance of prison ministry.
It is just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6. As well, you can find it free of charge on demand anytime you want to listen to them on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear from Miss Marion of Romper Room in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you today by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, owned by the members that they serve. Call them 806-272-4504 or check them out online, bcecoop.com. They're celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association. All the board of directors, the members, employees, the manager, CEO David Markle hopes that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
In the early days of television, Romper Room was a show for kids.
We were one of the first ones to have live children, and a program especially just for children.
Marion Bledsoe was hostess of the Romper Room show in San Angelo.
Well, we always started off with a Pledge of Allegiance, and I'd have a different flag holder every morning. And we'd always have story time. I'd read them one of those little golden books, and they loved that. We'd play different games on different days.
She got the job after seeing an announcement on television wanting a local hostess for the show. She was one of 40 women auditioning for the job.
They plumped a half-gallon carton of Gandy's buttermilk. They said, "Here, give us a 30-second commercial on selling children buttermilk." I hit it almost on the nose the first take, 30 seconds. And I just happened to look down and I saw this trademark. It's the G, and it has this framing around it that's standing on points. And it looked like a diamond to me. I said, "And boys and girls, don't forget, when Mama goes by the milk counter, you be sure to look for the diamond G." I just was ad-libbing. Had never been in a TV studio in my life.
After she was chosen to host the series, which ran every weekday morning, she went to Baltimore for training.
With Miss Nancy, she and her husband had started this Romper Room and wanted to put it in every state in as many cities as they could.
She had 6 kids, ages 4 and 5, on each episode. It was all live.
What you said was gone. What you did was gone. That's why I kept my eyes going back and forth like this between the 3 on the left and the 3 on the right.
There were do-bees and don't-bees.
Every week was a different saying. Maybe one week I would think up, do be a good listener. Don't be a chatterbox.
The show was franchised. Each market had its own hostess and children.
They would send me a script, and every day was different throughout the week.
Marion Bledsoe hosted the series in San Angelo 7 years. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. He's member SIPC. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rimpey. The market report was recorded this Friday, February the 5th, 2016 at 11:30 a.m.
This is Dana Rimpey of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are trading lower this morning after data showed the American economy created fewer jobs than expected last month. In other economic news, unemployment hit an 8-year low and non-farm payrolls increased in January. In earnings news, Stericycle reported quarterly results ahead of expectations on strong domestic revenue growth. Bond prices are higher this morning on early weakness in equity markets. So far this morning, in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is telecommunications, while the worst performing sector is consumer discretionary. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 161 to 16,255. The S&P 500 Index is down 26 to 1,888. And the NASDAQ Composite Index is down 111 to 4,398. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is high with 462 million shares traded. Decliners are outnumbering advancers by roughly a 4-to-1 margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down 94 cents to $1,154. The spot price of silver is down 7 cents to $14, and crude oil prices are up 19 cents to $31. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.72%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.89%. In stocks of local interest, 3M Company is down 5 cents to $153.39. ConocoPhillips is down $2.24 to $33.08. Verizon Communications is up 39 cents to $50.82. Procter & Gamble is up 25 cents to $80.95. Berkshire Hathaway is down $1.03 to $126.41. Dow Chemical is down 59 cents to $46.80. Xcel Energy is up 19 cents to $39.25. Pfizer is up 21 cents to $29.21. Walt Disney is down $1.37 to $94.06. And Apple is down $1.19 to $95.41. This is Dana Rimpey of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.